Hi there, this is Danny Flexen for Seconds Out with our latest breaking news alert. I hope you excuse my slightly dishevelled appearance, particularly my hair. I've just had to rush back from the gym to let everyone know about this, or at least people that didn't get the press release. I'm sure it's all over social media now. And that's that an agreement has finally been reached for the rescheduling of Oleksandr Usyk against Dereck Chisora. Heavyweight main event, and it will now be on October the 31st, Halloween. Just to add to the thrills and spills associated with that day. We've waited a long time. It was originally set for early this year. Usyk, it will be only his second fight up at heavyweight on this Matchroom show. Both Matchroom fighters, of course. Usyk co-promoted in his case, and I think Chisora too with Haymaker. Usyk's definitely got more to lose. He's WBO mandatory contender for Anthony Joshua, but he wanted another fight at heavyweight before taking that opportunity, and obviously Joshua's still got to get rid of his IBF mandatory in Kubrat Pulev in December. Chisora, he'll always be there or thereabouts. He's on a really good run of form at the moment. Evergreen, Dereck Chisora. You know what you're going to get from him. Comes forward, aggressive, tough, throws a lot of shots, dangerous, powerful. And David Haye will have him motivated. Not that he should need any extra motivation for fighting the WBSS champion, undisputed cruiserweight champion, of course, in the past, and incredible amateur as well, Usyk. And probably in the top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in the world right now. And Chisora is maybe just about in the top 10 heavyweights in the world. I'd have to go through my list in greater depth to make that case. But really intriguing fight. There's a school of thought that this will be an easy fight for Usyk, that his mobility and his his deeper skill set will be far too much for Chisora over the distance. But there are others that think Usyk is yet to prove he can take big shots from a genuine, powerful heavyweight like Del Boy. And we shall see. They've already started the... I'm reluctant to call it a war of words because it's been quite gentlemanly, although typically quirky for the two characters that we've got involved in this great fight on October the 31st. I'm sure you've seen most of the videos Usyk's put out calling out Chisora's name and so on while training on the beach and in other places. And Chisora's responded in kind. Eddie Hearn in the press releases put on record his thanks for both teams for their patience in getting this rearranged. And although it's not mentioned directly, and you wouldn't expect it to be, I would imagine there has been some compromise in terms of the purses that were initially on offer, as the fight will, of course, go ahead with no crowd. As I'm sure you've all heard the recent news that sports test events starting to slowly welcome crowds back in have been postponed once again, and with the latest COVID restrictions or COVID-related restrictions. So there'll be no crowd, but it will be on Sky Sports box office. Two great characters and a fight where genuinely there is something on the line. They're not fighting for a title, but if Chisora loses, that may be his last hurrah at top level. If Usyk loses, he cedes that WBO #1 ranking, that guaranteed shot at the unified titles held by Anthony Joshua. And of course, Chisora, he was something of a hero to Joshua coming up at Finchley Boxing Club. And it could now be that he upsets the apple cart against Usyk and powers his way towards a showdown with his former fan, if you like, in Joshua. Everything's on the table, I guess, at this point. But yeah, we just wanted to let you know as soon as possible. The fight's going ahead, October 31st, Halloween HAVOC. Really looking forward to it. On Sky Sports box office, whether it's worth the £20 price tag or not, time will tell. Obviously, we've got no undercard details as yet. But good news for the heavyweight division and bolsters Sky Sports' autumn schedule. We'd already heard about next week's WBSS final, 2 Matchroom shows on regular Sky Sports, and the anticipated Povetkin White 2 show on box office. Well, now we have a 5th one to add to the list, and it's heavyweights, which a lot of casual fans particularly will be happy about. I'll be back at 4 p.m. today with my colleague Fuad Abdulaziz for our show Chat Shiz Get Banged. We'll be going out live at 4 o'clock, and this, among other topics, including an incredible weekend this weekend for boxing, will come up. So please tune into that. See you all soon, and I really appreciate your time.